it's Mike, your colleague and your fellow student in life and leadership. What I was hoping to do today was talk about empathy because that is such an important piece of being a good colleague, being a good leader, being a good anything, just anything involving relationships with others. Empathy is extremely important if you want to have influence and if you want to have a healthy relationship. What empathy is, and it's been defined in multiple different ways, and oftentimes what we'll hear it defined as is putting yourself in the other person's shoes and really trying to connect with what emotions they might be having, what feelings they might be having. Now, I know a lot of us struggle with the empathy piece because if you're in any type of field where it requires a lot of problem solving, and especially once you get to be at a certain leadership position, the focus oftentimes is on wanting to solve problems. And what we often fail to do is we really don't do a good job of listening because we're so focused on fixing the problem of whatever the other person might be going through. Now, I'm sure, there's some of you that might be struggling with this even in your own marriages or your own relationships with your significant other, where, imagine you come home late at night or from a rough day at work and you just want to vent. You just want to just share something and have someone empathize with the emotions and the feelings you're going through. And the other person responds by giving you answers or advice or anything like that. And no, I don't know if you feel this, but it definitely drives me crazy too sometimes. And so I think for all of us, it's really important that we take a step back and really have empathy. And it will allow us to better connect with others, build trust, and really help others feel heard, which is extremely important. There's a difference between listening and hearing. A lot of times we might be hearing something, but we might not actually be actively listening. And more importantly, helping the other person feel heard. Now, there's a great quote by Stephen Covey. It says, when you show deep empathy towards others, their defensive energy goes down and positive energy replaces it. That's when you can get more creative in solving problems. Now, I firsthand have seen this happen really well, especially in a leadership position or in relationships. A lot of times what I found is that, and if I can connect with them, build their trust, and really empathize with whatever emotions or feelings they might be going through, it really helps us to sort of calm the amygdala, as I like to call it, and really move forward with being able to talk about what is important. How can we push forward and fix this problem or take care of the situation together? Now, I know there's some of you that are probably thinking, well, how can I empathize with someone if I've never gone through that experience about that they're going through right now? And that's a great, great point. And I can tell you that the ask is not for you to have to connect with their experience or connect with them on that level of what that they're going through, but more in regards to what emotions, connecting with the emotions I might be having. So, I've never lost a parent, but how do I empathize with someone that's lost a parent? Or I've never gone through divorce. How do I empathize with someone that's gone through divorce? And what I can say is I can definitely try to empathize with the emotion that that person might be feeling, what it feels like to feel lost, what it feels like to feel betrayed, whatever that might be. That is something that I can empathize in that aspect. And I think Dr. Brene Brown says this beautifully. She says, empathy doesn't require that we have the exact same experiences as the person sharing their story with us. Empathy is connecting with the emotion that someone is experiencing, not the event or the circumstance. So again, please remember the importance of empathy and we need to use it. And it's such an effective tool in regards to being able to connect with others, build trust, and really help be an effective and influential leader, person, friend, colleague, whatever that might be. I hope this was helpful, and definitely we're learning on this journey together. And believe me when I say I've had my empathy misses, as Dr. Brene Brown likes to call it. I've had my fails, and I definitely try to circle back. And if I have not done a good job of helping that person feel like I've heard them, connected with them, listened to them, I'll do my best to re-engage and do a better job around the second time. Remembering that, again, we're going to have fails, we're going to stumble, we're going to fall on the ground, but the key piece in all this is picking ourselves back up and trying to get better and trying to get stronger through all this work. Thank you so much, and I look forward to our next piece.